How's it guys, Justin here and welcome back to another video of Justin on Cars. And today, finally, we have this Mahindra XUV 3XO AX7L. So yes, this is the creme de la creme of the Mahindra XUV 3XO. Yes, I know that is a mouthful, but this car is also quite a mouthful. There's a lot of features in this car, which is it's quite cute. I mean, it's a funky looking car. It really stands out when you see it on the road, when you drive past it. So I've been driving past these cars for quite some time now, and I've always been very interested in reviewing one of these vehicles because I wanted to see what is it really all about. I mean, it's a funky car, and how does it actually drive? Because it's not a very expensive car. They start from 260,000 Rand, well 259 if you really want to be a salesperson, and then they go all the way up to this AX7L, which is 404,000 Rand. So the question is today, does this Mahindra XUV 3XO make you smile? Well, we will find that out at the end of this video. So I'm going to do a little bit different today. I'm going to give you the score at the end of the video, not while we are going through it. So you have to stick around to see what the smile rating is on this Mahindra XUV 3XO. Yo, that almost takes a minute to say. Before we get started guys, I just want to show you guys something. The membership t-shirts have arrived, so check it out guys. So the first two guys are getting their t-shirts. It has arrived. Here's the t-shirt over here, see? But does it make you smile? How awesome is that guys? This is flippin' exciting. So remember to become a member so you can also get your free t-shirt guys, and there's 3 spots left for your t-shirts, and then after that obviously there will be something different for the next 5 members. So remember to become a member. After this, when we give out these free t-shirts and the next 5 gifts, then every month we will give away a free gift. And also guys, the members will get exclusive videos. So as soon as I receive a vehicle, you will see exactly what vehicle is coming next onto the YouTube channel before everyone else, and even a week before we actually post the video. So remember to become a member, support a brother over here, and let's have some fun together guys. And then you can also comment and let me know what you would like to see in the near future, and if you guys even like these smile ratings. I mean, it's a new thing for me and I'm trying to figure it out to see if it works, so you guys let me know. And we've hit our 30,000 mark guys. We've got over 30,000 subscribers and we are growing rapidly guys, and it's all thanks to you, and I really appreciate it guys, because I mean, just because of you guys we can review these cars so that you can see what it's all about before you even get out there and go buy your dream vehicle. So without further ado, let me stop blabbering. Let's have a look at this beautiful Mahindra XUV 3XO AX7L. Starting from the front, immediately you can see it's a very funky design. It's very squarish, it's very like modern and futuristic at the same time. It's very, very cool. I like the fact that it has this solid grille over here. You can see obviously there is a lot of space there for air to your radiators, all of that, so don't think that it looks too closed up, that something is going to break. These daytime driving lights, they look phenomenal and they standard. It looks very, very cool. It's a funky style front PDC. It's got rear PDC. Rear PDC is standard, your park distance control. 17-inch wheels on this AX7L. I love this galaxy gray color. Roof rails on the roof. You get a 360 cam as well. Remember, we are reviewing the AX7L. A panoramic sunroof. Yo, this feels a bit funny. Anyway, it's hopefully it is very sturdy. I love this floating roof design. The back gets very, very funky. Oh yes, 42-liter fuel tank, but look at this back. How funky is that, hey? I love the fact that it's so boxy and square, and check here, it is very, very flat here at the back. Sure guys, I don't know, it's a funky design. I kind of like it. It's a beautiful design. I don't know, it's very out there, very, very different. It's just a lot of plastic, see there. So at this price point, 404,000 Rand, I would have changed the plastics a little bit, but I mean, it is a 260,000 Rand car in general. This is obviously just with all the tech and features. Let's have a look at the inside quickly. Let's check the back. Hello, unlock, there we go. Let's check the back. Okay, obviously there's the t-shirt. Let's take the t-shirt out so you can properly see what's happening here. Air vents at the back over there. It should have a USB-C port over there and some extra storage, a 12-volt socket at the bottom, map holders, and you can see it looks quite nice. I love these leather red seats. You get an armrest at the back here. I think this is only from the MX3 upwards. So that is quite nice with cup holders. Yeah, we will have a look at the space just now when we jump into the car, but you get some soft touches over here, soft touch here. Yeah, it's not bad at all, guys. This looks quite funky like that. Let's see the front. This is also standard on all the vehicles, is your comfort entry. Soft touch over here as well. This is only from your luxury, so the AX5L and the AX7L, you will get soft touches everywhere. You get your electric windy windies, which tends to feel a bit cheapish. Listen to this. See, it's yeah, I don't know why, but in any case, you only get the auto up and down on the AX7L. Some of them you get the auto down, some of them on the auto up and down. In any case, let's see the inside. Beautiful seats. These seats are comfortable. I have to say, drove this car on long distance and they felt very, very comfortable. Not bad at all. I would just wish it will go a little bit lower than what it currently is, but it's a funky design. It looks quite cute inside. I really do like that, the leather on the steering wheel, the soft touches over here. I really do like that. But let's jump in and see what the space is all about, and then we will have a look at what the tech and features are on this beautiful machine. At the back here, I also like the fact that you get this LED light running all the way through, which looks very, very cool at night. It gives this car that extra classy feel to it, and also just looks more expensive when you're driving at night. Let's start with the practicality in the boot. So one thing I've realized is it's very difficult to find where the boot opens. Wait. Everything feels like rubber. Is it that one? Oh, there we go. Got it. 364 liters of boot space. So this kind of feels like, I don't know, this car only has 15,000 k's on the clock. Come on. There we go. Okay, so now it's fully up there. And then this is a little bit flimsy for me. I don't know what to do with this, but I think someone broke it over here. That is why it feels like that. Otherwise it would be quite sturdy. But 364 liters of boot space. Let's see what's at the bottom here. Can I lift this up? There we go. Get your Maury biscuit spare wheel and obviously your jack and everything. You do get a 60-40 split, so that definitely helps a lot. Love this funky lever over here, eh? There we go. Hey, stick. There we go. Okay, so that's really what you get in the boot. Nothing else really. Oh yes, so because this is the AX7L, you also get a subwoofer and an amplifier at the back, which yeah, we'll get into that a little bit later. Let me just pop this in the boot as well quickly. There we go. Just gonna pop that in there. Okay, let's jump in and see what the space is all about. Okay, so easy to jump in. Okay, that's not bad. Ew, okay. Funny door close. But yeah, the space is not bad. The seat is okay. It's quite comfortable. It's actually nice and soft. There's enough leg room. This is my driving position over here. I'm 174 centimeters tall. I've got my oh my gosh handle here, and like I said, soft touches over here. Soft touches is only available in your luxury versions, so the ones that say L behind the long lettering. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. That's what the seat feels like. Can I move them forward? No. Armrest, let's feel. Yeah, this is very comfortable. I do feel like I'm sitting up high a little bit, but there's enough headroom over here. There's a little bit of an indent over here as well, where the sunroof obviously ends, and that helps a lot. So if I have spiky hair, at least I won't mess up my hairdo. But other than that, yeah, I think I can sit like this for a very long time. I think I'll be very, very comfortable. Anyway, so let's jump into the front and see how practical it is in front. Of course, I do have my cup holders over here as well, so I can fit a nice big bottle in here. That wasn't me, guys. Okay, the door feels a bit tinny to me when I close it. It's not that bad, but I realized that the other day when I closed the door, it felt a little bit clanky, like quang. Felt like, okay, I'm gonna break the car, but probably shouldn't hit the door. You can just close it properly. But sitting inside, you can see it's not bad at all. I mean, my steering wheel can only move up and down. I would have liked it to be able to move in and out, because now I have to push my seat all the way forward, so I'm sitting a bit too close to the steering wheel, and it feels a bit odd because now my feet are too close to the pedal. So yeah, it's a little bit different. but you can get used to it because the seats are comfortable, so it's really not the worst seating position. But other than that, feels kind of symmetrical over here. This arm is a little bit higher, but it's not that noticeable, only when you really think about it. I love this leather steering wheel. I love the fact that it has the soft touches everywhere. It does make the car feel a bit more expensive. And other than that, everything else, old gear lever over here. Yeah, I've got some cup holders on the side here. I've got 2 cup holders and then some extra storage. I've got my fuse box over here, wireless charging over here, and then I've got some extra storage in here as well. 2 cup holders over here. It's got a massive cubby, which is also cool, and yeah, it goes in quite deep. Yo, I can probably put my dog in there if she's too naughty. I'll never do that, shame guys. And then yeah, that's about it guys. That's my driving position. So let me bring you guys inside and show you all the tech and features in this vehicle, and what you get and what it looks like after 15,000 kilometers of this vehicle's lifetime. You get a 10.25 inch infotainment screen and a 10.25 inch instrument cluster, which are both obviously digital, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, only from your AX5 upwards. Otherwise, in your MX2 you will have wired Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. In the MX3 you will have wireless Android Auto but wired Apple CarPlay, and then from your AX5 upwards you will have wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. But I mean, it's very easy to use. Radio, music, phone, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. I mean, that's very simple. Go into your settings. Let's see what settings we have over here. We have general, display. Let's see what happens in display, brightness, home, layout. Let's have a look here. Okay, I don't want to reset it to its default. Let's go back one. Let's see general. The one thing I don't like is the fact that I can't use liter per 100 kilometers. I can only use kilometers per liter, which is kind of annoying to me because I have to always work it out then, because I'm old school. I work liters per 100 kilometers. So let's go back, date and time, audio, because this has Harman Kardon sound which is very cool for a car at this price point to have. You have a few settings that you can set. So you get your stereo, sonic, expanse, and your ambience. I can't get this right though. I don't know where. Obviously equalizer over here, so I can change all my different hertz and my subwoofer. I like the subwoofer to be at the lowest, because when you have this vehicle, it's only got a few different modes. It's off or very on. Even on one you can feel then it sounds like someone next to me or outside is playing hectic music, but actually it's just the car. The bass, the low end bass going. So yeah, and then when you put it louder, it seems like the bass fades away and it becomes more clear. So yeah, if you get the setting right, I think it's going to be perfect and it will sound fantastic, but I just can't seem to get it right. I'm not the type of person. I just want to change my bass and my treble and my mids and that's it. That's all I want to change, and where the vehicle and where the sound is to be inside the vehicle. I'm not too good with hertz and all of that. I'm getting older, so my ears aren't that great anymore. But in any case, let's get back to whatever you get inside this vehicle. Climate control, drive modes, my drive manager. What does that do? Videos, photos. So here's some images that were captured. Where do I even see that? Storage. So there's storage space on here as well. That's very interesting. Okay, anyway. But there's not really a lot I can do over here. Everything I have to do on the instrument cluster, which I will show you guys just now. So you get some physical buttons over here. Check this out, guys. My full 360 surround cam. This is pretty nice. Look at how clear and bright it is. You can see everything that happens around you. So my side profiles, the rear from the top, rear from the front, and then your 3D version. I can even snapshot it from here. So the only thing I don't like is it is not very responsive. See there, I have to physically, okay, wait, now I'm waiting, okay, and now I go, no, I'm going the other side. So that's the only thing there. It's not very responsive for a 400,000 rand car. They can work on that a little bit. Anyway, I do have the physical buttons over here that I do like. So instead of Eco, Comfort and Pro, guys, this car has zip, zap and zoom. So you zip around in traffic, you zap on the long distance, and you zoom past the cars. How funky is that? But let's quickly go to the instrument cluster before we go to the rest of the features. So on your instrument cluster over here, you set everything over there via the steering wheel. So your left hand side is completely the media side. On your right hand side, you get the adaptive cruise control, and then to set anything on the screen over there, I have to press this info button over here and utilize this button over here to navigate through the screen. So let's press the info button. Let's go click. Okay, let's start with drive assist. Okay, that's just your driver assist screen. So it just shows you driver assist and vehicles and all of that in front of you. And then of course you have real-time traffic information as well. This is a bit on the slow side. So if you make a mistake, you're going to wait a little bit. Display layout, normal, information. There's your information. Boop. Now I have to go in there again. Display layout. Minimal. I need to show you guys what it looks like, so yeah, bear with me. Now display information or display layout, I like the normal setting, so let's keep it at normal. And then if I go into this again, okay, thank you, I like the normal, it just looks quite funky. And then let's go into settings. So here you get all your driver assistances. So driver assistance, let's click there. Adaptive cruise control, auto emergency braking, lane keep assist, smart pilot assist, high beam assist, traffic sign recognition, all is on. Okay, so let's go back. Average fuel efficiency, auto reset, blind view monitoring is on, tire pressure monitoring system, tire fill assist, sound. Sound is pretty cool because I can choose my different sounds on my indicators, for instance. So let's quickly go. You can go from normal to annoying to funky. So you can choose what you want to use there. I just like the normal sound. Okay, go back. See guys, I would have liked this to be on that screen because it's just much easier, because now I physically have to go through everything via a button and it does take some time. So go back, clock type, factory reset, and that's that guys. So that's that. Now if I press menu again, let's go alert history, drive info. So we've been driving, let's see, not this one, trip A, 427.4 kilometers, average time of 10 hours driving this car, 42 kilometers an hour average speed. So let's go into my fuel info. Let's see. So we've been doing 15.1 kilometers per liter. That is about 6.5 to 7 liters per 100 kilometers, I would say. And I have a little bit of range left. And then let's go back menu. Vehicle info, and then navigation, guys. This car says navigation there, but if I click on navigation, it tells me set route to begin. But where do I set my route? Can you guys in the comments please help me to know what to do there? Because even with Apple CarPlay, I can't get my route there. So how does the navigation work? Or do I need to press something? I have no idea, guys. I have no idea. Maybe help me out there, guys, because I'm not too sure what to do there. But in any case, let's quickly see what else you get inside this vehicle. You also get automatic wipers and automatic headlights, and then you get your wireless charger over here, 65 watt USB-C port and a USB port over there for music and all of that. Automatic gearbox, electronic park brake only on the AX7L. You get some cup holders and you get a nice center armrest with some extra storage space in there. And then let me quickly show you how big this is. And it's cooled, guys. So yeah, if your dog is naughty, you can pop him in there. No, I'm just kidding, guys. No animals should be harmed. And then of course you get this massive sunroof over here. So it is a one click. So if I do that, it closes up. One click. And then if I do that, it closes up one click as well. And then the world's brightest interior lighting. Guys, like this is super bright at night. Like honestly, very, very bright. Check here, guys. It's super bright in here. Like, 5 o'clock in the morning, it's really going to hurt me. One thing I do not like about the sunroof is when you tilt it open, when it's a hot day and you just want to keep your sunroof tilted for the heat to the heat to go out of the vehicle, then when you get out of the car, it beeps at you. Like it tells you, listen, your sunroof is open. So it doesn't just beep, it horns at you 5 times. So to me, that's kind of like, I want to choose if I want to keep my sunroof open. Like seriously, I know it is open. I know if it rains, you're warning me, but I mean, come on. If I just keep it tilted, that's just for the heat to expand, guys. We live in a very warm country over here. But anyway, let's quickly have a look at the engine, and then we take this car out for a drive, and then we reveal the smile rating of this Mahindra XUV 3XO. Check automatically puts on your indicators or your hazards as soon as you unlock or open the bonnet. And then you're going to hear the sound now, guys. You're going to hear the hoot now. So let's close it. You see, it tells me my bonnet is open. Now let's see if this is easier than the boot. Let's check. Okay, got it. Just like it. This thing is heavy. Wow. Jeez. Okay, got it, guys. Let's have a look at this nippy engine. So there we go. Between your MX2, MX3, AX5, AX5L and AX7L, you get this 1.2 litre 3-cylinder engine, and you get them throughout all the derivatives. So even if you pay 260,000 Rand or you pay 400,000 Rand, this is what you get. They're all 82 kilowatts and 200 Newton meters of torque. They claim about 5.6 liters per 100 kilometers, but we obviously know now we get about 6.5 to 7, and that's on an average fuel consumption. So combined, this one is mated with a 6-speed automatic box. You also get a manual version as well. So I think with that, let's take this car out for a drive and feel what it feels like out there on the road. Whew. Driving the Mahindra XUV 3XO AX7L. It's a mouthful, it definitely is. But just a first impression of driving. Okay, my driving position is actually not that bad. Sometimes it does tend to feel like I'm sitting a little bit funky, like I'm sitting a little bit up high and yeah, on top of the steering wheel, but it's really not that bad. It's actually quite a comfortable seating position. I've got my armrest over here, I've got soft touches over here, and I'm very symmetrical. The right is a little bit higher than the left, but it's not a massive difference. Not like I'm sitting like this, so it is very comfortable. I drove this car on a longer distance the other day for about 2 hours more or less there and back, so about 4 hours on the road. About what was it? Sure, I can't even remember. 200 was 140 plus 140, so about 280 kilometers. Yeah, almost 300 kilometers in total. 298 now I remember. And it felt quite good. It felt very comfortable. It's a nippy engine. This 1.2 really performs quite well. It does tend to feel a bit sluggish when I need to overtake quickly, and then I put my foot down and then I wait a little bit, and then there's not enough kick to actually get me past. I think maybe because this car is a bit on the chunkier side. It is a small SUV, so I think yeah, the weight, the power doesn't carry the weight that well, but it's not that bad. I mean, I could quickly zap past these cars, so it wasn't that bad. It was just what I know with other brands, for instance, with the same amount of kilowatts, they're quite a bit nippier. It's like they just have a different engine, and yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. Obviously, you can click on the link in the description to go and have a look at that vehicle. In general, I feel like it's an adequate drive. It's I mean, it's comfortable. You sit comfortably. There is a bit of wind noise when you are driving. Yeah, it's not as solid as I would have expected for the price range of this specific one. So it does tend to bounce around a little bit, but it's very comfortable. It's not a hard drive. It doesn't kill my back or anything like that. So for everyday driving, in town, long distance, you will definitely feel comfortable in this car. It's really not bad at all. See, I'm going uphill now, put my foot down. I'll show you guys the power just now through the different driving modes. But like, I'm going through a corner over here, visibility is good. Yeah, it's when I turn the steering wheel, the vehicle turns with the steering wheel. There's a little bit of a delay, so if I turn, it feels like I have to really turn the steering wheel for the car to turn, but I can still feel that the wheel, as I'm turning, the wheel is turning with the steering wheel, so they are going together. It's not like I'm first turning the steering wheel and then the car is coming. So that is something nice. I do like it when a car does that. But I mean, it's just an average car. Like, really, it's just, yeah, it's just a funky car. It's nice to drive. Can't complain about it. One thing I have to say is the start stop. Yo, the sun is hectic, and at least I'm stopping because there is a bike coming. Start stop, it is a bit jerky sometimes. There we go, and then I pull away. And one funny thing that I don't quite understand is
your vehicle is running on low fuel. Please refill.
It's funny, the Indian car with a German accent, eh? How funny is that? But in any case, as soon as I want to pull away, sometimes the engine switches off, the start stop now, the engine switches off, and then it takes a very long time to switch back on again, and then I can move. Sometimes I get to a stop street, I just want to quickly stop and go, and then as soon as I stop, the vehicle switches off. It takes a while to get back up and running, and then I can go. So that delays my time quite a bit, and it annoys people around me, because then obviously who knows who goes. The other thing is, which was quite funny, I was driving at night the other day, and people were driving in front of me obviously, and we were standing still, and then the car switched off, and all of a sudden I pull away and I check, my lights are off, and then they switch back on again. It's like I'm brighting. Okay, let me just take this gap. It's like I'm flashing the guy in front of me. So then I tested it again, and I saw, okay, so every time I stop and the vehicle switches back on again, it switches off the lights and comes back on again. It's like the vehicle completely switches off and goes back on as soon as it restarts, which is very strange to me. Yeah, I don't know why it would do that, because I mean, yeah, that's very dangerous. Like, I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe it's a warning. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments what that is all about. But you know, other than that, driving like this now, if I pull my steering wheel, see, the car is quite direct. It really is quite direct. The driver assistances are not bad at all. They work quite well. Just sometimes on the long distance, it does tend to feel very sensitive. So then it does push me around a little bit. And if I go into a corner, it's like it reads the line too early. And then it's like, oh, wait, something is happening on the steering wheel. But I mean, I can't really complain about that. At least it has the driver assistances. You only get that from the AX5 upwards. The A-2 Advanced Driving Assistance Systems Level 2. It's a mouthful. Let's go around this bend over here. Let's see how this operates. Yeah, it's quite nippy, hey? It's quite zippy, I have to say. And it does tend to have a little bit of body roll, but I also guess it's because it's an SUV. I mean, it's not very low to the ground. It is a little bit up higher. When you go through a corner, it does tend to have a bit of body roll, which does take the confidence away a little bit if you go around bendy circles, or if you go around little bends on the passes. So that does tend to scare me a little bit, so it takes away that confidence a little bit. But yeah, still a smooth drive. I mean, you're not supposed to really gun it through the bends anyway. This is not the type of car for that. So yeah, I mean, other than that, really not a bad car. Let me quickly show you guys the power, and I want to show you the drive modes, because that's pretty cool. Zip, zap, and zoom. We're going to start with zip. I'm going to show you guys how this works with the 6-speed automatic gearbox. Hello M3. Check this out. So we're going to go into zip first. So let's choose zip. Okay, we are on zip. We're going to have to wait for zip. Okay, it's in zip now. Zip mode activated. So I'm going to put my foot down. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's not zipping too much. Let's slow down. Let's go into zap. Let's get back to 60. Okay, so we're in zap mode. I'm going to put my foot down. 1, 2, 3. A little bit quicker. There we go. We're actually picking up speed quite quick as well. Now we're going to go into zoom. So now we're in zoom. We wait for it. Now we're in zoom mode. Let's go back to 60. And then 1, 2, 3. See what I mean about the speed, guys? And now let's quickly have a look at your driver assistances. So check it out, guys. I'm going to keep it at the speed limit, and then I'm going to push my steering wheel into the lane. Check. See, it pushes me back. Let's put it in the other lane. See, it pushes me back. Hands on the steering wheel. Really not bad at all. I have to say, it keeps me quite centered. It's not a very jerky push. It's a gentle push back into your lane, so you won't get that fright. Let's quickly see again. I'm going to go slow down to 60 again, and then see how quickly we get back onto 70. Let's go down. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it does take some time, and then we get back to speed. So you see, it's not the best in the world, but I mean, it's more than enough. It's adequate. It's enough power to get you around. It's not a sluggish car, so it's not going to be like, oh, am I ever going to get there? It's just enough to get by. And yeah, I don't think that's too bad. I think drive-wise, if you just look at the standard version on automatic, or even maybe the manual version, I haven't driven the manual yet, so I can't tell you exactly what that feels like. But I can tell you now that just for what it is, if you take the standard version, the drive is good enough at that price point. But if you look at a 400,000 rand car like this one, yeah, I would say the drive is then not the best compared to some of the competitors out there at this specific price point. But if you look at the less expensive one, so let's say for instance your MX2 for instance, then I would definitely say for 260,000 rand, yes, this drive is very, very good. And check this out. Oy, there's some mud over here. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I need to show you guys something very cool quickly. So one cool feature about this car while you are driving, if I put on my indicator, come on, there we go. There you can see it gives me a blind spot monitor. How cool is that? Is it going to tell me my fuel is low? Okay, at least not today, at least not now. But you can see everything in your blind spot. Check on the other side. There is your other side's blind spot monitor. Not that the blind spot is very bad. I can still see everything, but you can see there. You can exactly see there what is next to you. So if that bike creeps up to you on the side there, you can see it clearly. So now we have to give this car the smile rating, the final score. Is this car really worth it? So yeah, I think let's start with the driving feel. I feel that it drives very nice. There are some things that's a little bit annoying on your driver assistances and all of that. I feel that the seating position with the steering wheel can be adjusted a little bit more, especially at this price point. So for driving feel and how comfortable I feel while I am driving, and the torque of the engine when I'm overtaking, for driving feel today, I'm going to give this car a beautiful 6 out of 10. It's not the best in the world, but for me, for 400,000 rand, the driving feel should be a little bit better. But for a 260,000 rand car, if you take the lowest spec, because you're going to get the same driving feel, that is a very good driving feel. That is more than adequate. But for this price point, I definitely have to score it a 6 today. For your comfort and your practicality, the boot is not the biggest in the world, especially for an SUV. It's not a small boot, but it's not the biggest. You can at least push these seats flat down to get that extra bit of boot space. You get a massive cubby, you get cup holders everywhere, especially on this AX7L. On your MX2, you don't get the rear cup holders in the middle or the center armrest in the middle at the back. So for comfort and practicality, the seat in front, like I say, it's comfortable to sit in. The seats are very nice and comfortable. There is enough headroom and all of that. But because I can't move my steering wheel in and out, today I'm going to give comfort and practicality a beautiful 6 out of 10. For your tech and features, because on the lower spec you get your PDC at the back and you just get what you need. You still get your 9-inch infotainment screen with your Bluetooth, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay and all of that, even though they are wired. At this 400,000 rand price point, you get the advanced driving systems, which really work well and they help you a lot, especially in danger. You get that blind spot monitoring, the 360 surround cam. There's quite a lot of tech and features that you get in the vehicle. So for tech and features, because you get everything at this price point, yes, the systems are a little bit slower and it's not very responsive, but you get a clear camera and you can see everything that happens around you. You get cross traffic alert and all of that. So today I'm going to give it a beautiful 7 out of 10. For design and style, so it is quite a funky looking car. It looks funky inside. The inside and the outside do complement each other. I like the fact that it's kind of plain on the inside. It's not too over the top. It just feels like a car should feel like. It doesn't overwhelm me. The outside is funky. It looks different. I don't know if it's the most beautiful car in the world. I do like the fact that you get these 17-inch wheels. I do also like the fact that from the 260,000 rand version all the way to the 404,000 rand version, they look pretty much the same. Yes, you can get the black roof or you can get the Galaxy Grey roof, so you can get either the single tone or the two-tone color. So for design and style, it's a funky looking car. There are some better looking cars out there. I would say for design and style today, I'm going to give it a beautiful 7 out of 10. And then last but not least is the value for money. So value for money, I would say at 260,000 rand, it is very good value for money. You get a big car, you get a spacious car, it's more than enough for a small family, you get the same engine. I think that scores a very good score on value for money on that price point. For 404,000 rand, There are some other cars at this price point that give you a little bit more, if I have to be honest, especially on the driving feel side, maybe on some of the qualities, because yes, you do get some soft touch points. There are some things that don't have the best quality, so some of the plastics feel a bit cheap, some of the stuff is peeling a little bit, especially on the 15,000 kilometer mark. I mean, it's still kind of a brand new car. It's still a demo, if that makes sense. 15,000 k's is not a lot. So yes, you get all the driver assistances and all of that, but with the driving feel and what you get in the car for this price point, I'm going to give this car a beautiful 7 out of 10 for value for money, which I think is a fair mark. So on the final score, we're scoring this a 32 out of 50, so a 64%. So what does that mean? It means go and have a look at all the other brands as well. Look at what they offer you at this exact same price point if you're looking at the 404,000 rand car, or you can just simply go to 260,000 rand, because then it's a lot of value for money. There's not a lot that you get for 260 that give you all of the space and all of that, so, and especially on a brand new car. So you might as well go and have a look at that as well. But if you look at this exact price point and you look at the tech and features and everything, I think it's a fair mark. Go and have a look at the cars. It's a beautiful car. It is a funky car. It doesn't give me that fun factor that I would have liked to feel, but I mean, it's just a car. It's just a beautiful car. I mean, you get what you pay for at the end of the day. And if you pay a little bit more, like this 400,000 rand, you just get all the driver assistances. But like for me, for instance, I wouldn't even bother with all the driver assistances. I mean, I'm an old school driver, so for me, I would most probably just go for the 260, or maybe even the 300,000 rand one, which is automatic, and then I have the best practical car at that price point. So yeah, that is my personal opinion. You guys can let me know what you think about the Mahindra XUV 3XO AX7L. Have a lucky day, guys. Stay safe. Peace.